This week's tip is super quick and super simple, and I cannot believe that I hadn't thought of it before. So many thanks to Pat Hayes and Atelierth'hun, who commented last week having watched me painfully shake millions of pots of acrylic inks. And it's how to easily mix up those inks and acrylic paints which separate out in your jars. I mean, the pearlescents and metallics are particularly bad. Here's a clue about what to do. My name's Liz Chatterton. I'm a watercolour artist based in Berkshire. Every week I bring you a tip, trick or technique I wish I'd known about ages ago. And this week it's how to easily mix up those paints and inks that separate out. I'm sure every studio has something that is a bit annoying and separates out dreadfully, whether it's acrylic inks or like pearlescent liquid acrylics, or this is a drawing ink. It's a gold drawing ink from Winsor & Newton. And can you see that little layer there? I know it's a bit tricky, but that little bit right down the bottom is all the glitzy gold that has totally separated out, and you have to give it a really good shake before you use it. And the tip to mixing really easily are these little ones, ball bearings. And I just don't know why this didn't occur to me before, because when you have any sort of spray can of varnish or something, you shake it and you can hear that little ball just whizzing around inside to help mix things up. So what you need to do is exactly the same. Whoops, a little seal, let's take that off. Look, you can see the sediment and how much it's separated out. And all you have to do is pop in 2 or 3 little ball bearings, 5 or 6 millimeters in diameter, that would be 1/4 of an inch, and then have those in the ink, and then you can shake and it mixes up really easily. Now I can still see some sediment at the bottom here because this has been in storage for absolutely ages, but that will mix up. Those little balls will help release all that sediment, and it will be so much easier than having to shake it for half an hour to get it going. So I've bought several hundred little ball bearings. Obviously make sure they're clean before they go in, and I'm going to pop those in all my inks and acrylics that separate out. Don't worry about them going rusty if that is a concern. They need to be in contact with air to form rust. Air and water plus the iron in the ball bearings would form the rust, and of course they're going to be submerged in your paint, so there's no air getting to them, so they won't go rusty. The one thing I would urge caution with is there's a lot of acrylic inks have this glass eyedropper. What we don't want to do is to break that. So if you have got the little dropper and you've put in the mixing balls, you know, be sensible, don't smash it, eh?